Hey, what's up guys, David Charria here, back with a brand new video. And today I have 6 unwritten fragrance rules that everyone should follow. Now you know that there's fragrance rules that aren't written and people still follow them. Well, today I'm gonna go over 6 of them. 6 rules for you guys. Let's begin. The first unwritten rule is to not spray a fragrance to cover up bad hygiene. So let's say your armpits smell bad, right? You forgot to put on deodorant. Don't spray a fragrance just because you want it to smell better. That is a huge mistake. It's gonna smell like bad armpit smell, and it's gonna smell like a fragrance, which those two combined don't really smell good. It's gonna make you smell even worse. So what I would do is just only wear a fragrance after taking a shower, when you're clean, when you put deodorant on, because if you do it the other way around, it's not gonna work very well. The next tip is to use the appropriate fragrances for the appropriate situations. Now, this one is not as strict as the first rule, but let's say you're wearing a fresh fragrance for the night. Why not wear an oriental fragrance? Why not wear a seductive fragrance for the night instead of a fresh fragrance for the night? Or like the daytime, we wouldn't wear a Tom Ford Ombre during the day. It's much more suitable for the night. So it just depends on the situation that you're in. Daytime, go with fresh, clean, inoffensive fragrances. In the nighttime, wear oriental, mysterious, woody type fragrances. The next unwritten rule is to not only spray fragrances to impress others. Now, I know all of us like getting compliments. Let's say we bought a new fragrance and we wear it out and we're gonna get compliments on it. Well, that's great, but don't only wear it to just get compliments. Wear it for yourself too. Wear it because you like the scent, not because others like it. For example, Dear Sauvage, it's just a great fragrance that people love smelling, right? But personally, I find it too synthetic. It's too strong for my nose and I just don't really like it. So that's my opinion. That's why I don't really have Dear Sauvage in my collection. On the other hand, I like Bleu de Chanel. It smells good and it can give me compliments. So that's just an example of wearing fragrances for yourself and not only to impress others. The next tip is to test before you buy. Now there's so many fragrance houses, expensive fragrance houses, and these fragrances, they can be very, very expensive. So instead of listening to what reviewers say, just because they hype up a fragrance doesn't mean that it's the best fragrance for you. So what I would do, I would go on eBay, I would go on Amazon, any website that has decants, make sure it's a legitimate website, and I would just buy a decant. See if I like it, test it out maybe for a week or so, and if I like it, I'll pull the trigger, and if I don't, I won't pull the trigger. So that's a rule that I believe everybody should follow. Test before you buy. The next unwritten rules, don't abuse your fragrance, guys. Let's say you got a new fragrance. Don't go crazy on the trigger. No, calm down. Spray it around 5 to 7 sprays, but if it's a fragrance that's very strong, for example, Spice Bomb Extreme, I know you may be excited that this is a great fragrance, but chill out with the trigger because a lot of people are not gonna like the way you smell if you overspray. So it's really bad to overspray a fragrance. And maybe for you, it might even become clogging to you and you might not even like the fragrance because your nose can get fatigued and you might get bored of the scent. You might get annoyed of the fragrance if you overspray it. So just be careful. Maybe I would go maximum 7 sprays and that's pushing it. And the last unwritten rule, number 6, don't rub your fragrances. That is such a horrible mistake. When you do this, you're basically destroying the ingredients. And I know maybe your grandparents might have done this before. I know my grandpa still does this, and it's really bad because you're basically destroying the ingredients and you're not letting the ingredients develop the way that they should. So instead of rubbing it in, just let it sit there. Let it stay there. Don't rub it in. So that way you're not going to destroy the ingredients and your fragrance is going to develop the right way as it should. Alright, since you guys just love seeing spray offs, I'm going to do another spray off. I have Club de Nuit Sillage here on my right hand and I have Club de Nuit Milestone on my left hand. So I think I know who's going to win. Stop the video, comment below who you think is going to win. I'll give you guys a second. Who do you think is going to win? Club de Nuit Sillage or Club de Nuit Milestone? Without further ado, let's get right into the spray offs. 3, 2, 1. Let that just sit there. And go. Clear winner. I knew this one was going to win. This is just a more peppery, stronger. It has bergamot in it. And this one is more fruitier. But it's not going to beat this one on a spray off because this one is just more stronger. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a great time shooting this video. And stay tuned for my fragrance collection tour. So I'm so excited for that video. That's going to be coming out very soon. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.